with Verstappen. He's hit Vettel as well. Raikkonen is out before the first corner, and he's gone into the Red Bull there as well. It's the second time this season.
He's already passed Raikkonen, who's passed Kobayashi, who was a bit sluggish, and there's Lewis Hamilton slewing into the wall, and oh dear, Roman Grosjean and Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton all coming to grief at La Source.
Schumacher's got a poor start, but Ralph is motoring into second place, and he hits Rubens Barrichello. Huge accident. Oh my goodness. Rubens' rear wings off. There goes Ralph Schumacher. And I think they're going to have to restart it. There's an absolute...
You think you've seen impressive car control? No, not until you've watched these F1 drivers pull off the kinds of saves that shouldn't even be possible. Moments where the car snaps, slides, spins, lifts, or outright tries to kill its driver. Yet somehow, through instinct and reflex, the driver brings it back. These are the moments that separate ordinary racers from legends. Today, we're counting 28 times F1 drivers made breathtaking, impossible, career-saving saves. These are the jaw-dropping moments that fans replay for years, analysts study frame by frame, and drivers just try to forget. Number 28, Max Verstappen, Brazil 2016 rainstorm. Standing water everywhere. Verstappen hits the white line on the pit straight, and the car fishtails sideways at 300 km/h. For a full second, he's gone completely sideways, but Max countersteers with god-level instinct. The Red Bull regains grip and straightens as if nothing had happened. Commentators lost their voices. Fans were on the edge of their seats, shouting at the screen as if Max could hear them. This was the day Verstappen became rain royalty, showing the kind of car control that separates champions from mere mortals. Number 27, Lewis Hamilton, Germany 2019. Entering the stadium section, the W10 slams the slick tarmac. The rear steps out violently. Hamilton's hands blur, catching the slide, then another slide, then another. The car snaps 3 times in under 2 seconds. But Lewis holds every twitch, every slide, every heartbeat. The crowd gasped. The cameras replayed it in slow motion, and Hamilton's radio crackled with calm words. It's fine, I've got it." It was messy, chaotic, but he saved a crash that should have taken him straight into the wall and saved precious points in the championship battle. Number 26, Lando Norris, Imola 2021. Lando runs wide out of Ac Minerali, dips a wheel into the slippery outside curb, and the McLaren snaps left instantly. Most drivers spin here, but Norris reacts with perfect timing, snapping the wheel right, keeping the throttle steady. The car shimmies, jumps, then settles. The onboard footage showed every tiny hand movement, every subtle adjustment. It was a save so clean, so perfectly timed that engineers would replay it in the debrief, marveling at how a rookie had instinctively found the balance between chaos and control. Number 25, Sebastian Vettel, Singapore 2017. A wet launch, a 3-wide start, and Vettel's Ferrari loses rear traction as he tries to block Verstappen. The car nearly flicks sideways into the pit wall before Seb corrects the slide with unbelievable reflex. The miracle. He saved it at first. What came afterward was chaos. But that first save, insane. Number 24, Kimi Raikkonen, Spa 2009 Eau Rouge. Wet, dark rain spray. Kimi's Ferrari steps out mid-corner at one of the fastest sections in racing. For a terrifying heartbeat, the rear rotates toward the wall, but Kimi's ice in his veins catches the slide like a rally driver. At full throttle, in the wet, at the Spa, only Kimi could do that. Number 23, Fernando Alonso, Suzuka 2005. On the approach to 130R, Alonso's Renault hits a dirty patch. The car snaps mid-turn. At 310 km/h, Alonso lifts slightly, corrects with microscopic precision, and holds. Lesser drivers lift completely and pray. Alonso kept it pinned because Alonso. Number 22, Michael Schumacher, Belgium, 1995. Schumacher in the Benetton. Rain hammering down. He runs wide, touches wet grass, loses traction, and almost spins into retirement. But with the steering wheel dancing in his hands, he catches the slide and continues unfazed. The moment became so iconic that it's shown in wet weather tutorials. Number 21, Ayrton Senna, Monaco 1984. Senna's Tolleman snaps under braking, entering the tight hairpin in pouring rain. The car understeers, then oversteers, an impossible double correction instantly. Senna catches both with movements so smooth they look pre-planned. The save didn't just keep him in the race, It announced the birth of a legend. Number 20. Charles Leclerc, Austria 2022. Into turn 3, Leclerc gets hit by a burst of oversteer caused by a gust of wind. The Ferrari swings wide, tires screaming. Charles countersteers hard and stabilizes the car while braking. His hands were a blur, and the save looked like something out of a rally stage. Number 19. Nico Rosberg, Brazil 2014. On the wet straight, Rosberg's Mercedes hydroplaned so hard that it almost pivots. The onboard shows the wheel at full opposite lock, while Nico's foot stays planted. The car twitches left, right, then snaps forward. A perfect save that kept the championship alive. Number 18, Pierre Gasly, Bahrain, 2018. Gasly's Toro Rosso hits the inside curb at turn 11. The rear lifts, yes, actually lifts, sending the car into a semi-tank slapper. Gasly reacts instantly, shifting weight and correcting with razor precision. If he hesitated by a millisecond, he was on the wall. Number 17, Mika Hakkinen, Spa 2000. Mika runs wide at Les Combes while chasing Schumacher. Grass, moisture, everything wrong. The McLaren snaps sideways, but Hakkinen modulates throttle like a surgeon, keeping the car alive. This save eventually set up one of the most legendary overtakes in F1 history. Number 16, George Russell, Silverstone 2021, exiting Luffield. Russell's Williams steps out violently. The rear swings wide, but George keeps calm, corrects the opposite lock, and keeps the car pointing forward. The save was so smooth that many thought it was intentional. It wasn't, but it was instinct. Number 15, Carlos Sainz, Brazil 2019. The McLaren hits a damp patch out of Juncao. Immediate oversteer, Sainz catches the slide while keeping enough speed to defend into the final corner. The car almost pendulum swings, but he nails the correction. Number 14, Sergio Perez, Monaco 2017. Checo's Force India snaps after riding the inside curb at the swimming pool's chicane. The rear jumps sideways like it wants to break loose, but Checo catches the slide mid-air, literally before the tire lands. Madness. Number 13, Jenson Button, Canada 2011. Button's wet weather masterpiece included one god-tier save. On the final laps, he aquaplanes over a puddle. The McLaren goes sideways, but Button catches it with soft, tiny corrections. Smooth as silk, but unbelievable to watch. Number 12, Ralf Schumacher, Australia 2003. Ralf hits the approach curb to turn 1 wrong. The Williams destabilizes. He corrects once, twice, 3 times, each time milliseconds apart. Most cars spin here. Ralf saved it like it was nothing. Number 11, Robert Kubica, Canada 2010. Kubica hits the grass on entry to turn 4. The Renault twitches, hops, and slides, but Kubica straightens it with unbelievable composure. Only Kubica could do this after surviving that 2007 crash. Number 10, Daniel Ricciardo, Monaco 2018. During qualifying, Ricciardo's Red Bull snaps mid-corner at Tabak. The save is so subtle and precise that even commentators missed how close he was to disaster. But the onboard shows everything, the rear stepping out and Daniel catching it with the perfect flick. Number 9, Valtteri Bottas, Russia 2020. At turn 13, Bottas hits the curb wrong. The Mercedes bounces, destabilizes, and drifts toward the wall. Bottas corrects instantly, keeping the car alive and saving his race. Number 8, Esteban Ocon, Bahrain 2020, exiting turn 3. Ocon gets massive oversteer. The Renault fishtails aggressively, but he catches it with calm precision, one of the cleanest saves of that season. Number 7, Felipe Massa, Hungary 2008. Massa loses rear traction mid-corner. The Ferrari attempts a full spin, but Massa saves it with a crazy 180-degree correction. His reflexes were unreal. Number 6, Mark Webber, Spain 2010. Webber hits a high curb and gets launched into a half slide that almost ends in the tire wall, but he brings it back using brute force steering and throttle modulation. A genuinely underrated save. Number 5, Kevin Magnussen, Japan 2014. In the wet, K-Mag's McLaren snaps violently at Spoon Curve. He catches the slide with lightning reactions, then corrects mid-correction again. The car wanted to spin twice, he said no twice. Number 4, Yuki Tsunoda, Imola 2021. Yuki's rookie season had chaos, but this save, beautiful. Exiting Variante Alta, the rear steps out. Yuki corrects, overcorrects, and then recorrects, keeping the AlphaTauri alive with sheer reflex. Number 3, Fernando Alonso, Brazil 2012. Alonso hits the wet curb at turn 4 while chasing the championship. The Ferrari snaps instantly. Fernando catches it with the fastest steering movement of his career. This save kept his title fight alive. Number 2, Max Verstappen, Abu Dhabi 2021 side-by-side with Hamilton. Max sends it deep. The car jumps the curb, destabilizes, and slides. Verstappen saves it mid-corner, controlling a slide that should have ended his race right there. Number 1, Michael Schumacher, Spain 1996. The king of control. In the rain at Barcelona, Schumacher loses traction multiple times on the same lap. Wild, violent snaps. Each one he catches with supernatural precision. It wasn't one save, it was a symphony of car control. This race defined the legend. These 28 saves aren't just moments, they're proof of what separates F1 drivers from the rest of us. These are the moments when instinct defeats physics, when muscle memory beats disaster, and when a driver goes from almost crashed to absolute hero in less than a second.